What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. You might notice that I'm not right next to the camera. I ended up getting a new microphone. I got the DJI Mic Mini. So now I don't have to be right in front of the camera to talk to you guys. I can do my stuff and talk. So I am actually going to take you through my warm-up as of late. Not much has really changed, so I haven't showed it in my last few videos, so I just want to show you guys what I do pretty much every session, and it gets me feeling nice and ready. So the first thing that I do is reverse sled drags. I'll chuck about 50 kilos on there. Get my knees nice and warm. Absolutely love this exercise. Today I'm going to be doing some deadlifts. I'm actually going to be going through the comp setup. It's going to be a deficit deadlift, a axle bar, then to a trap bar with the handles facing down. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Then it'll be a rep out with the stiff bar. Training has been feeling amazing lately, honestly. I did squats early this week on a Monday, and I was doing the comp weight. I did a couple sets of 175 kilos, which you might have seen on my Instagram, and it felt amazing. It felt so good. I honestly swear to God, I could have just gone all day. I had to hold myself back, obviously, and stick to the plan. The closer, I thought the closer I would get to competition, the more nervous I would be. It's actually been the opposite for me. The further out of the comp, the more nervous I was and the more anxiety I had. The closer I get to competition, the more confident I'm feeling, because everything's fallen into place perfectly. This prep is going really, really well. Yes, there are those days that, I do feel really tired and I do feel worn down. There are some days that I do feel wrecked. Like today, I feel totally wrecked. But, that's part of the deal. Getting ready for a competition. Not every day you're going to feel amazing. But this is where it all counts. Now I'm going to go do some core activation work. What I like to do is called the Stuart McGill, it's called the Big Three. I'll take you through that now. All right, so first thing I like to do is whatever leg is down, put your hand underneath your lower back. The idea is you don't want your lower back coming off the ground. You want a neutral spine, a flat spine. And I just want to go through and do 20 crunches on this side. And then swap, same thing, just with the other side. All right, then you go into a side plank. You do 20 to 30 seconds each side. That's what I do anyway. 3, 4. That's 30, and flip it over. Now once that's done, you're going to go into some bird dogs. I like to do about 20 each side as well. All right, let's set everything up. So we're gonna need a power bar. I'm gonna put here. We need a trap bar, which I'm gonna put here. And then gonna need a deadlift bar and an axle bar. All right, so it goes deficit, axle, trap bar, power bar. It's gonna be a lot of setting up. So in the competition, we have to wear shoes. That's why I have the Converses on today, because that's what I'll be wearing comp day, because they're the flattest, most low profile shoes I've got. So they will do just fine for comp day. So last week I tried the axle at competition weight with no straps, and I was able to get it no problem, that's 200 kilos. So pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna do a warm up set now. Let's chuck some more weights on. I'm gonna load these bars up and I will see you when I get to a working weight, or thereabouts anyway. I'm just doing a warm up on the power bar. So we've got 120 kilos on the bar now. I set up a little deficit platform here. We've just got 3 rubber mats stacked on top of each other. I'm not sure how high the deficit's gonna be, but I'd say it'd be roughly around this anyway. So we've got 170 on the bar, let's give it a rip. All right, everything is all set up. Tell you what, it's like a workout in its own, just setting up putting all these weights. Like, that's 220 in plates, that's 220 in plates, that's 200 in plates, that's 200 in plates. Like, I'm gonna get set up. I don't plan on using any straps for this set. I have toyed with the idea of doing double over with that one, but I'm not sure yet. I think what I might do come comp day is actually just have my straps up my forearm like that, and just in case my bicep feels funny, or I'm a little bit worried about it, or I just want to change to double over, then I can just pull those down and chuck them on. But yeah, I'm going to chuck the belt on and I'm going to get stuck into this set. So what I'm going to do is 1, 1, 1. I'm going to bust out 5 reps with the 220. Geez, that felt a lot harder than it should have. Well, now, obviously, come comp day, I'm not going to be moving that slow. I'm going to be flying through it. I'm going to be flying through it on comp day. I don't know what is going on today, but Jesus Christ, I feel weak. Yeah, haven't got much to say. I'm going to sit the fuck down and chill out for a bit. So I just watched the video back and I noticed that I wasn't really standing up enough. Like I wasn't locking out properly with this, so I'm gonna run through it again. Also, if you didn't notice, I'm doing touch and go. So for those who don't know what that is, it means a breathe in at the top, brace at the top, and basically bounce it. That way, it stops me from resetting every time I do a new rep. I need to wake up a bit, fucking hell. Come on. Fuck yeah, that was a lot better. All right, so for the last set, I am just going to crank out a set of 10 with the stiff bar. Come on. Alrighty, so I was pretty happy with how those 10 reps moved. I'm now going to move on to some seated hammy curls. Two more sets of that. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Deadlifts were a lot harder than what I would have wanted them to be. To be honest, I was extremely tired today. It was more so just getting in here and sticking to the plan, regardless of how I felt. So now that the session's over and done with, I'm so glad that I did. You know, every time you push yourself to do something you don't want to do, that builds confidence, because you're not letting yourself get off easy. And you're doing the hard thing instead of taking the easy road. So today was more so a session just to prove to myself that I can get it done regardless of how I feel. Please like and subscribe. It goes a long way. And if you could also ring the notification bell. That way every time I post, it will pop up on your phone as a notification, letting you know that I've posted. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.